This is how we operate. iPad, paper.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Willie. Danica said to keep it short, so I went down to 6 pages. Growing up, I had a typical childhood. Played sports, spent time outdoors, went to church, hung out with friends, and worked. My dad had a dog grooming business, and my mom worked at York Hospital. We have always been a very close family, tight-knit. My family consists of my mom, dad, older sister, and younger brother. Fast forward to a day that changed my life. July 22nd, 2007. It was a warm summer day hanging out at the house. My sister had a boyfriend at the time, Chris Hahn. Chris had a motorcycle, and when he would take us on rides, he knew my brother and I idolized it growing up on mini bikes and dirt bikes. On this day, we were getting ready to leave. Chris went down the road and began to come back to pass us as fast as he always did. Except this day, a car came by in a blind spot around the corner. Chris, just a couple feet from us, passed away. I believe that that is when I began to question death and wonder how and why. Fast forward to July 4th, 2013. I was riding my second street legal motorcycle, 20 years old, 3 months shy of 21. I was hit by a distracted driver. I was rushed. I was rushed to York Hospital and to Trauma Bay. I underwent 16 hours of surgery and placed in a medically induced coma for 2 weeks. Once my parents arrived, the doctor didn't know whether to start from my feet or my head. I stayed at the hospital for a month and went to a rehabilitation center in the brain injury unit for 3 weeks. Then homebound for a couple months with visiting nurses. One night out and about with my friends, I had alcohol for my 21st birthday. This night was the first time in 2 months I slept over 4 hours at night and did not wake up with night terrors. That is when my addiction for alcohol began. As it progressed, as life went on, and as I covered up my emotional scars, I always wondered why was I spared and Chris was not. Fast forward to 2016, I began school at Penn State Mont Alto for a forestry degree. While at school, which is my passion now, it was definitely a reason I went. While at school, we discovered my dad had cancer. I graduated from Penn State with a degree, a drinking prom, and proms that I only buried and kept hidden. My dad fought for 2 years until November 23rd, 2018, when he passed away from an aggressive cancer called squamous cell. My dad had also fought to get me to quit drinking. He knew I was a hard worker, but he also knew I was an alcoholic. One night he told me, "Willie, don't be upset. You won't be too far behind." One night, April 17, 2021, at a bar with my cousin, I saw a girl walk in. I, of course, had to talk to her. It was something the minute I saw her. We began to talk. Well, mostly me. And we exchanged numbers, but by the end of the night, we kept in touch, and over the next few days spent more and more time together. I told her my dream to work for myself and what equipment and business prep I had already done. I just needed to put in my 2 weeks. Well, one night she said, "I believe in you. I am in your corner, and I will support you." The next week, I put my 2 weeks in. Not much more than a month after that, Danica woke me up around 4 a.m. and told me Dakota had a brain tumor. She was packing a bag and running out the door. I worked those next few months just enough to pay bills and get by. I spent as much time as I could sleepless nights at Hershey with her and said, I believe in you. I am in your corner, and I will support you. Dakota's journey would take me hours to tell you the obstacles, loops, and roller coaster rides. I would do it all over again. It was and is the most difficult thing I have faced in life. A child full of life suddenly asking about death and dying. My drinking continued through all of this and only got worse when Dakota passed, leaving me to ask why Chris and now why Dakota and why not me. Dakota passed September 4th, 2021. We were saved September 7th, 2021 with Pastor Tom. I heard the word of God. I worked and I still drank. October 18th, 2021, after 2 bottles of spirits, I almost made an irreversible mistake in the middle of the night. October 19th and the days after, I finally surrendered fully to God, devoting myself to Him, casting my demons' problems from all the years, and listening to His word, not just hearing it. Now I hear, I listen, and I apply. From where I was when Danica and I met to where we are today is nothing short of God's true work and blessings. A void I had for a long time, like a missing part, was finally filled and continuing to fill. Each day I thank the Lord, my family, I thank the church for each and every person here. I also feel like I can finally say my dad, Willie Nevin IV, would be proud of me, because I am proud of me. I have the Lord to thank for that. I no longer ask or wonder. I am at peace. I am in a relationship with a fellow Christian, Danica Burry, with an amazing son, Adam, and genuinely happy. And I am still and will be in their corner. I am only able to be because Christ is in my corner and was there the whole time. Since we've been saved, we have encountered so many blessings. Last Monday, we reached 6 months of sobriety, boosting our relationship, our confidence, and a sound mind for God. We are now the Lord's students, learning each and every day the Word of God and applying it to our lives. My business in less than a year has doubled with 2 new dump trucks, bucket truck, a sober and now saved groundman, contracts left and right, and so on and so forth. I offer without any expectations. Now, life consists of little to no fear, little to no stress, and little to no negativity. We enjoy the gifts of God, and now I want to encourage as many people as possible to hear the Word of God. So if that means holding up Danica because I'm carrying a conversation with a stranger in a diner, at a gas pump, in a grocery store, then that's what I'm going to do. God's people are out there, fellow Christians, new believers are waiting for our encouragement. I love you all and thank you.